Hi everyone, I'm Moody Boo, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, depending if you've been here before. And if you have, thank you for coming back. And if you haven't, if you're new, well, I don't know what to tell you. Hang on. You just never know. So anyway, this is going to be a part 2 of my Desert Island summer edition fragrances, another 5 of them. I have a lot. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to stop with the Desert Island. Here's what I thought. And this is kind of my template on how many are going to be on my Desert Island. When I finally talked my husband into moving to the Big Island and retiring there in, 7 to 10 years, I'm going to have to whittle down my collection by quite a bit. So I figured my goal would be 100 full bottles. How realistic that is, I don't know. Probably end up being closer to 200. But yeah, so that's how many I would take with me to the Big Island somehow. Hire a submarine or something, I don't know. Maybe some dolphins wouldn't mind having a little perfume bottle strapped to their back. I would never do that, I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to not go to the Big Island without lots of perfume. But those perfumes are going to have to be very climate specific. Unless I plan on going to the top of Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa where there is snow, and it actually gets quite cold up there. Yeah, I'm not going to have need for heavy hitting winter perfumes. I'm going to be focused more on, I'll keep it to my spring, summer, fall. And then I'll just take out olive. Boy, that doesn't whittle it down much. Even though I will say, I know I haven't even gotten to the list yet. I will say winter probably has my largest collection of perfumes are dedicated to the season of winter. It's just my favorite perfume season. So anyway, so this is, and excuse me if I'm hoarse, it's so smoky around here. It has been so smoky for so long. And you add pollen allergies and everything on top of it. I have no voice. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do my outro song. I don't know. I'm really hoarse. So anyway, and again, I apologize for any fark ups that I have been doing on the channel with posting. I duplicated a video once, and then another time, like this last time, I posted an unedited one instead of my edited one. Yeah. This will be 5 perfumes. I'm going to try to fumble my way through 5 perfumes. And the first one is a Desert Island perfume. And some people might find it weird that I wear this as a summer perfume because it does have a bit of spice to it, but I adore it. And that's Bois 1920 Sushi Imperial. This is absolutely a Desert Island perfume. It's so beautiful. And like I've said before, it had a moment. Years back, it had a moment. Oh God, it smells good. So this is mandarin orange, lemon, bergamot, cinnamon, star anise, nutmeg, pepper, rose, jasmine, Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, tonka bean, vetiver, and patchouli. And this, for me, this is a very unique perfume, and it's super addictive. And I think a lot of women find it very masculine because the way the spices mingle with the earthy notes and with the citruses, it creates this really beautiful, it's almost like something you would smell in a very expensive barber shop. But on another level. I get a lot of the spices, but they're really smooth. They're really smooth and muted. That lemon is sweet and it's voluptuous. And because of all the other notes and those spices and the wood and the vetiver and the patchouli, even though the earthy notes are pretty light at the top, it just makes this very voluptuous kind of lemon smell, but not furniture polish kind of lemon, not a liqueur kind of a lemon, not a candied kind of a lemon. It's a hard one to explain sometimes, but for me, it really is all about the citruses, specifically lemon, the smooth spices. And then when it dries down, you get a little bit of those earthy notes, you know, some of the vetiver and patchouli, but it's really light and it's well blended in its own. It's like an earthy kind of conglomeration of notes. Oh, I just love this stuff. So as far as the jasmine and the rose, I don't get a lot of floral with this. I think those are complete background players. Just, you know, I don't know, maybe they help with a little sweetness because this is sweet and it has a hint of tart to it, just a hint. And it's one of those really cool kind of clouds that you get, kind of projections that you get that is dense around your body, but then starts to kind of feather off around the edges around you. So it never becomes, you know, a brick wall kind of scent for anybody walking into your scent cloud. Never. It's more inviting. It's like, come on in. And it performs really well. Prices are real. Oh God, that smells good. I haven't worn it since like end of June. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing it again very soon. But prices are really good on it. You can get, I know a lot of Bois 1920s perfumes on discount websites. As far as Sushi Imperial, I'm not sure. Why it's called Sushi Imperial, I don't know. It's a weird name. And I was dubious about trying it to begin with because I thought there might be a fish note, but there is not. No seaweed, no fish, no nothing like that. So anyway, gorgeous stuff. Desert Island Perfume #1, Part 2. Next. This next one is by SoOud, and this is Orris. Oh, I love this. This is the nectar. They have the fine, I think it's called the fine. And they have the nectar, and the nectar is more concentrated. But honestly, and it's more expensive because it's supposed to be more concentrated. Go with the cheaper one because to me, it doesn't perform any better than the Eau de Toilette, the lesser expensive version of the same scent. So, oh God, this is good. It's so good. This one is another one. Some people may think, what? She wears that in the summertime? But this so reminds me of walking in the woods after a rain in like the Pacific Northwest, close to the Canadian border where I was raised. I was raised just outside of this little town called Colville. And there's amazing aromas from the wildflowers and from the greenery and the moisture in the air and the trees and the berries. And you'll find, you know, I live in the Apple State, and so you'll find little wild groves long forgotten, you know. So there's these wonderful, rich, especially on a hot summer day after a rain. I just say up at the lake because that's where it was, up in these mountain chain lakes. And it had the most incredible aroma. And it's a very comforting perfume for me. When I'm feeling a little melancholy, I love to wear this kind of a perfume. Not from weather melancholy, but more from just shit going down kind of melancholy. This is a good one because it takes me right back to the lake and being up there, and amazing place. So, oh yeah, you should know what's in it, which is weird because my scent memory doesn't really match the notes that well. So, there's honey and peach and vanilla, almond, plum, tonka, Let's see, some black currant, iris, marigold, sandalwood, jasmine, and cedar. So, up at the lake, there was a lot of wild roses, and a lot of the berry bushes had blossoms on them as well. So, because up at the lakes, there was like elderberries and huckleberries and blackberries and raspberries and strawberries. I mean, just a whole bunch of wild berries growing around there. So, yeah, love it. And like I said, the performance on this isn't any better than the less expensive version. So don't go with the black bottles, go with the white bottles when you have an opportunity. Just saying. And this is also one that you can get a lot of times on discount websites, especially the white bottles. You can get them. The nectars are harder to get. And I do find it to be very unisex, but I love wearing it in the summertime. SoOud Orris next. This is the newest one on this particular list, and that is Andy Tower, Follow Blue. Now, I'm ready for you to judge me because I did a major fuck up. I don't know. I used to declutter. And I wasn't wearing L'air du Desert Moroccan very much. And so I decluttered it and got rid of it. Not 1 month after I decluttered it, I was like, oh my God, I want to wear it so bad right now. And it's gone. And I don't declutter anymore. And I keep looking. Now I also have Vetiver Dance from Andy Tower. And I will be getting L'air again. So I really wanted another Tower because I think he is a genius. His perfumes are super intense and unique, and most of them aren't very smooth. For a Tower perfume, I find this to be one of the smoother ones, but it still has that edge to it that is so Tower. Oh, I love this stuff. And the more I wear it, the more I love it. Oh my God. So, and this didn't start out as a desert island perfume. Just the more I've worn it, the more I was like, no, this is so different than anything else I have. And I just love, love, love wearing it in the spring and summer. Hot days, really hot days. I have worn this one spray, but I have worn this and oh my God, it's so nice in the summer. So the notes, I digress. Let's see, it is fennel, bergamot, Sicilian lemon, lavender, herbal notes, bourbon geranium, orange blossom, sea notes, tonka bean, cedar, and amber. And there are some notes in there that are really not my cup of tea. And it's got the geranium and the lavender, which to me can be super masculine kind of notes. But with the fennel and the green notes and the orange blossom and the tonka and the aquatic notes, it just never for me makes it to that level that I'm like, no, I can't wear this. This got to go to gym because this is just too masculine. Geranium and lavender for me can be super masculine. But then sometimes it's like, damn. And this is one of the damn moments. It's really well blended. Now I will say the sprayer sucks on this. I got to say that. But other than that, I love the bottle and the scent. When you first spray it, it has this intense citrus aquatic fennel kind of opening, but the fennel is smooth and it's not too heavy, and it blends really well with the aquatic notes and with those citruses. And once it starts going into the dry down, that's where you get some of the geranium and the lavender, but they never become too prominent. It has that bright, sweet, kind of tangy opening. And then when it dries down, the tanginess goes down a little bit, but the sweetness is still there. It's not super sweet, but there is some sweetness there. But then in the deep dry down, you get that amber and the tonka and the woody notes and that earthiness. But it still keeps that fennel aquatic, absolute beautiful aroma from the top. It keeps it. It just merges with those deep earthy notes. And so it's almost like you're experiencing those earthy notes while you're on the beach, but it's not really a sea salt kind of aquatic notes. It's more like freshwater lake. And the cedar trees are all along the edges of the lake, and some of it is under the water, you know, ripening up, and the rest of it is just out above the water. But it's all more about a lake kind of scenario to me than it is ocean. And the more I wear it, the more I absolutely get that. And there's a hint of clean and a hint of metallic to it, just a hint, but it's well blended. I think a lot of feminine personalities are going to say that Follow Blue is way too masculine for them. I get it, but man, I just can't stop wearing it. I just can't. And you know, Tower's prices are mid-range, and this bottle, yeah, I love it. So, and the performance is a Tower, so it's great. All right, next up. Oh, and this one I absolutely adore. I've been wearing this for years. Not this bottle, but this perfume. And this is Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Now, I know everybody expects Virgin Island water to be on this list, but no, it's Silver Mountain Water is my favorite between the two. Even though I can't say that Virgin Island water isn't going to be on a future desert island list. I can't promise that. But I go back and forth with Virgin Island water. It's like Muscat Azure. I go back and forth. Is it a desert island perfume? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. No, yeah. You know, and I'm fickle like that. So I haven't decided if it will be on my desert island or not. But Silver Mountain Water, oh my God, I love it. And I'm really into wearing tea notes in the summertime. Fresh aquatic green tea notes. And I think that's part of the reason why I love Silver Mountain Water so much. Silver Mountain Water is bergamot, mandarin orange, green tea, black currant, musk, petitgrain, sandalwood, and galbanum. And it is all about the citruses, the tea, and the black currant for me. Now, when it dries down, you get some of the woody notes, some of the earthy notes, and a hint, I think a hint of musk. Not an animalic musk, but more of a white musk kind of thing, but not screechy, itchy kind of white musk, cheap, bleh, white musk. This is a much better kind of a artificial musk. Oh, so yeah, I'll have to do a tea list. And this stuff performs crazy. A lot of times I will only one spray it. I think it's completely unisex. And even though it's a Silver Mountain Water, this has a dense sillage for me. It never really feathers around the edges of the scent bubble. It's really a, you know, heavy hitter, I think. So that's another reason I do one spray, just to make it a little less intense when people do walk into my scent bubble, because they will walk into my scent bubble. And the 1 ounce bottles, you know, you can get sometimes on discount websites. So, and you can get them mid-range. Sometimes you can get them less than that for pretty inexpensive, like under $100. But a lot of times they are over $100. Love this stuff. Absolutely love it. Did I say everything? I think so. Next. And the last one is an Hilde Soliani. And this is Red Tulipano. And I do like this bottle. I mean, it's fine. I think these are much better than her bottles that just have a label glued on there that are sometimes a little askew, like they did it in the dark or something. I like these better, but I'm not a big fan of the sprayers. They're just one of those one-piece kind of sprayers that I'm not crazy about. And the new bottles are much better. The new sprayers are much better. I don't know what it is, but it has really helped me through some tough times. I have smelled it, and it's very comforting to me. Now it smells a bit like SoOud's Orris, but just smoother, a little sweeter. Actually, probably a little tick or two on the feminine side as opposed to Orris. But this one it just invokes emotions in me. Some perfumes just do that. They just, I think what it is that they don't actually perpetuate an emotion on their own, but whatever I'm feeling, they just amplify it, kind of a thing. So I think that's what it does. But anyway, so the notes are whatever, boo, blah, 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 blah. Kiwi, passion fruit, blackberry, peach, lime, bergamot, freesia, jasmine, lily of the valley, musk, vetiver, oak moss, and sandalwood. And there are some notes in this that I do not care for, like freesia. I don't like freesia. I am right there with Miranda on that one. Miranda from The Devil Wears Prada. You know, she had an aversion to freesia. I'm right there with her. And it's got lily of the valley in it. I mean, it's got some notes in there that I don't care for, but the combination. And this one is well blended and smooth. Now, Hilde can feel a little indie sometimes. Not all of her perfumes are super, super well blended and are super smooth. This one, though, is. So is Yellow Tulipano. Have I ever done a review on Yellow Tulipano? I don't think so. Anyway, I know. Squirrel. Oh my God. This is all about the fruits and the berries and the jasmine. And you do get just a hint of cleanliness, clean in there. Not necessarily soapy, but just clean freshness in there. And I think that's from the Lily of the Valley. I told you I'm changing my tune about Lily of the Valley a bit anyway. And it doesn't have a big trajectory either, I have to say. And a lot of Hilde's don't. That's unusual for her to have a huge journey from first spraying to deep dry down. This one is no exception, but it does get a little more like Orris, more like SoOud. It gets a hint less sweet, a little more serious, because at the top it's a bit frisky and frivolous and fun and fresh. I love F words. And then in the dry down, it gets a bit more serious. Oh, I just love it. I know, and peach is in there too. But that is not the prominent fruit note. This is more fruity than it is peachy. Oh, performance is good. It's not outstanding. And some of Hilde's, her perfumes can be really almost beast mode. This is not one of them. This is one you could wear year round. And in fact, in the summertime, I'm saying a lot. In the summertime, it doesn't perform as well as I would have hoped, because in the wintertime it performs worse than it does in the hot weather. But in the hot weather, it does tend to dissipate fairly quickly, so like 6-7 hours. But if I'm indoors, I can stretch that out to 8 hours usually. And it's mid-range, it's Hilde, so it's like 150, 160 right in there. And I think you can still get Red Tulipano and Lucky Scent and sites like that. All right, well, that was it for my Desert Island list, summer edition part 2. There may be a part 3. Thank you for putting up with me. Anyway, thank you for being here, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. I think that was another key again. Oh my God. Use your nose. Peace.